What's up, agents? Zero here. Welcome back to some more Minecraft investigations. And today we are actually starting off where we were last time discussing Entity 303, which we are actually going to be discussing in this video, right outside of the Woodland Mansion that I spawned in the last video. And I'm actually kind of thinking about turning this into my investigation manor. I might potentially do that, but it will be off camera. But that's obviously not why you guys are here. You want to hear about Entity 303, which is perfectly fine. And if you guys don't know why I'm talking about the second Entity 303 encounter, and that's actually because the previous video I did, I talked about the first encounter, so you can go ahead and watch that video if you want. It will be linked down in the description. However, it is not necessary for me to go ahead and read off what I'm going to read to you guys. And I'm not going to go into too much detail on who Entity 303 is because I did that already in the last video. However, at the very least, I will give some basic information so that you guys are somewhat caught up to speed. So, Entity 303 was a former employee of Mojang, or at least supposedly was working under Notch, and ended up getting fired, and he, along with a group of hackers, decided to get revenge by hacking Minecraft worlds to essentially kind of scare off like Mojang employees and players alike. So that's just kind of like basic information, and also apparently Herobrine does not like him at all, so that's definitely interesting. So let's go ahead and get on with this actual second encounter story. And actually, before I go ahead and do so, there will be a link to this page down in the description if you guys want to read along with me. And something else I do want to mention is that there are apparently some videos on this page, which I don't know if it's like part of what I'm about to read or if they just happen to be on this page, but that's not the point. But let's go ahead and get started. So apparently this one says it was documented on December 13th, 2013. So that's actually quite a while ago. I was playing with some friends on the Xbox 360, playing Minecraft, and we were in creative mode building a big city. The world was also on peaceful mode. We were all having a good time until somebody's house started burning. Now, of course, we had all heard of griefers, but in fact, we were blaming everyone. In fact, another house started burning as well. We blamed the host using his host privileges. However, we were wrong. We all decided to investigate what was really going on. We all went to a house together, including the host, only to see the most scariest thing happen. We looked through the windows to see TNT go off by itself somewhere in the distance. We were all starting to get scared and would get even more scared. We then began to look around the houses, and most of them were on fire. There was nothing that could set the houses on fire, and fire spread was off. So was TNT. I tried to believe that the host, that the fire and TNT did not work. Once more crap started happening when we were all together, including the host. No one was missing in the house. I counted heads and we were all together, but stuff was happening and we couldn't explain it. To my surprise, we started finding signs and TNT going off again. It was too much. I plugged the cable into my Xbox and into my computer. I opened a program to use to read the source codes that was going on. To my surprise, the source code described this entity as 303. My source codes soon started getting out of control. Weird 303 entity codes were showing up and I couldn't stop them. My computer was being overwhelmed with this. I tried to find out who was causing this, but I just couldn't. Just 303 did this and that. Nothing else. Nothing. But not everything was caused by him. The host started trolling us to scare us as well. It wouldn't be a secret for long. The source codes told me everything that was happening, including what the players did, and me as well. But then the source codes were done. They were surely done for it. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't figure out what was happening. But the source code soon spelled out the words, "make a wish." I thought this was the host, but then started blaming everyone again. As you can see in the source codes, I highlighted everything that 303 did, which I'm going to go ahead and pause and say that on this page I'm reading, there are actually pictures of this particular source code for you guys to go ahead and look at. I'll make sure I have a picture of it up on screen. So, yeah, let's go ahead and continue. Block 1241 is TNT. Item 3213 is flint and steel. And block 4 is wood. And also in the RAR of the world, I highlighted make a wish, as I said earlier. This list went on, completely busting my computer. But one question remains. Is this Herobrine? Soon, the host had to go to sleep and left the world. However, the source codes were still working. No idea why, and the world was off. Entity 303 was still controlling the world. I decided to exit my program and see if anyone had seen this mysterious entity on the Minecraft forums. There were a few people. Some of them sent me pictures that they have taken, and only one PC player took a picture as he had seen it as well. He said he was playing with his friend on a private Homachi server. I want to believe I'm pronouncing that word correctly. As you can see, they encountered it as well. Yes, it has a texture pack, but he sent me the pack and there's no mob or block with a white skin. Soon, a mysterious profile on the forum started to chat with me. He only said a few words and then left the chat. Notch will think you are crazy when he sees this, by the way. You're next. I hurried and clicked on his profile, but the page 404'd. Soon I received an inbox message from him and clicked reply. I asked him where Herobrine was, only to get back a scared reply. I got this message. I replaced him. He has died. He is no longer with us, nor anyone else. And I'm going to go ahead and pause this story right here again for this particular reason, what I'm about to say. So, obviously, we've already established that 303, Herobrine does not like 303. That much is obvious. But at the same time, according to the lore for Herobrine himself, this is a little bit of a tangent, but hopefully this will make some amount of sense. According to the lore, Herobrine is the dead brother of Notch, which technically speaking, Notch, as far as people are aware, does not have any brothers, or at least any siblings for that matter. But in that regard, Herobrine is also technically an entity himself, whereas Entity 303, well, according to what we read last time, is just a hacker or a group of hackers. So the fact that they are like effectively replacing an actual like creepypasta entity inside the game in order to create their own sense of like creepiness, if that makes any sense, I doubt it does, but let's just go with that for now. Honestly, that's definitely weird. I don't think it's like actually possible to do something like that, but if what they're saying is true, then maybe there's actually like legit reason as to why Herobrine doesn't actually like Entity 303 in the first place. And as far as Herobrine is concerned, again, because he's an entity, I don't think he can actually like legit be gotten rid of. So there's definitely some questions that are raised here, but anyway, let's go ahead and get back to what I was reading here. I was using another website to reply to him for protection. On the forums, my account suddenly signed out. I tried to sign back in, only for the forums to tell me your account has been deleted for the following reason. Stop. I couldn't believe it. I made another account and stopped researching and went to sleep as well. And that's actually where the story actually concludes as far as that's concerned. There is some other information as well. So that's definitely interesting. And apparently there is an actual email conversation on this page that is apparently what was going on. I just read off to you guys. And also, as I said before, there's actually a video on here as well. And the video is actually like a full documentation for the actual sighting itself. And I'm not going to watch it, at least on camera. I may watch it like off camera just to kind of see like what's going on. Because I actually don't know if this particular video that's posted here is documenting this particular instance of encountering 303, or if potentially it's just documenting 303 like in general. But like I said, I'm gonna watch this in my spare time. I'm not gonna do it on camera. In fact, I'm not even gonna do a follow-up video regarding that video itself. I'm not like gonna do a reaction or anything. but you guys can definitely watch it as well. There's a small amount of information, as I said, still left, and I'm going to do one final video regarding the information on this page and then my personal final thoughts on this whole subject itself. But regardless, this is getting very interesting. I'm not going to lie about that. But yeah, this is where I'm going to go ahead and end off this investigation video. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure that like button. But more than make sure that subscribe button for future content. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at AgentCPU0 to stay updated. This has been Zero Stew. Thank you guys for watching. And with that, I'll see you guys later.